Okay, so I'm making Simplicity 5914 the skirt. I'm making the exact one in the picture. So I need 4 of these pieces, which I've cut out already. I'm going to this hemline instead of the longer one. And 2 pieces of this one, hemline here. And then we needed 2 pieces of fabric for this one and also 2 pieces of interfacing. So that's the skirt I'm sewing today. All the pieces are cut out. I've got my sewing machine here and then some chalk, pins, and a ruler. So the first thing it asked me to do was stay stitch along all the waistband pieces. So I've drawn my 5/8 seam allowance and I'm going to stay stitch about half the distance. So just about along here, I'm going to do the stay stitching on all the pieces for the waistband parts. Okay, so I did stay stitch all these pieces, and as you can see, it did warp the fabric a little bit, but this seam line still seems to be okay, so hopefully it doesn't come back to haunt me later. Okay, so the next part is making the front and the back of the skirt. So I have one side, the front or the back, they're both the same. I have one side pinned together, ready to sew, and I am going to sew along the chalk line here. Okay, so the next part of making the skirt is to sew the front and the back. So I've got the chalk line where I'm going to sew. It's all pinned together, so it should be pretty quick, and I'll have those done. Okay, so now it's time to put in the zipper. It was supposed to be a 7-inch zipper. I have an 8-inch zipper, but that's fine. I think it's going to be okay. I have a black one. It's going to go pretty well with this fabric. So I'm going to use black. I had a white one too, but I think I like black best. So basically my strategy to get the zipper in is just to use this zipper foot and follow the teeth. Because the zipper foot here keeps the teeth on this side of the zipper, and we'll just see what happens. So the zipper is in, and I think I did pretty good actually. I know it's not the way the pattern suggested to do it. The pattern, it looks more like, sorry, the sun's here. The pattern looks more like a pants zipper, but I don't know what they're doing, so I just guessed and put it in my way. So I wasn't really paying attention when I was sewing the seam down, and I accidentally sewed a big chunk of the zipper on the outside. So I'm gonna have to rip that open a little bit and tuck it back in. Okay, so I think I fixed the zipper situation. Now, I don't know that I did a great job. I just did a weird little seam right there. I think I should have made that a little bit more gradual, but for now it'll do. Okay, so I'm currently using the iron to glue the interfacing together with the fabric. Again, I don't know if I'm going to be able to use this as a waistband since I played around so much with the seam allowances. I forgot to record myself making the waistband. It was pretty challenging. I did miss catching it with the sewing machine when I was sewing it down. So there are a few mistakes there, but it's not the end of the world. It looks okay. So I've chalked a line along the bottom so I can make the hem. I am going to roll it up twice and then stitch it. So I have the hem rolled up and pinned and ironed, so I'm going to now sew it in place. Okay, right now I am adding some lace to this skirt. It wasn't on the instructions, but I just thought it would look really cute. This is the lace that I had thrifted. So I'm just sewing it against the hem here, and then I'm gonna sew it again up here against the top of the hemline so it lays flat a little better. And I think it just adds a little extra to the skirt. It's really cute. So I'm gonna put that on and see how that looks. So here are my final thoughts on the skirt. Do I like it? Yes, I do like it. Do I think it looks homemade? Yes, I do think it looks homemade, but I still like it enough that I am gonna wear it out. I really love that lace detail I added to the bottom. Without that, I don't know if I would have liked it as much. There are a few things I need to do before I can actually wear this. I do need to finish the seams here. This fabric does fray quite a bit, so it might show through if I wear it. So I'm gonna finish the seams first. Also with the waistband, because I didn't follow the skirt's instructions, I followed my own. I didn't really understand what the pattern was trying to tell me what to do. The zipper ended up being too low. Like that's as high as it zips up. So even with adding a hook and eye here, I don't really like this gap here. So ultimately I am gonna have to pull the zipper out and re-put it in. But overall, I do like the skirt enough that I am gonna wear it out. And I will make it again, and next time I do, I'll try to follow the instructions for the waistband. I'm just not quite sure what it's telling me to do.